न समुद्र मध्य न पब्बतानं विवरं पविस्य न विद्यति सो जगति प्रदेशो यत्तट्टितो मुंचेय पापकर्मना. Not in the sky, nor in the mid-ocean, nor in a mountain cave is found that place on earth where abiding one will not be overcome by death. Gautama the Buddha. Dear friends in the Dhamma, no matter whatever the country we were born, whatever the nationality, race or color we belong, what language we speak, or which religion we follow, today we here together like one big family, hand in hand with sincere brotherhood and affection. At this ceremonial event, in our heartfelt, overwhelming prayers, chantings, as we lovingly memorize the innocent victims of the evil earthquake, the worst disaster. Despite of all discriminations among us and silent barriers of separation we have created within ourselves, this earthquake which struck Nepal has brought us together as human race, convincing us that in sorrow, sympathy and compassion our hearts do beat alike. Let that spirit and strong bonds of arisen fraternity be an inspiration for the disaster-struck fallen nation to rebuild their shattered dreams. Dear friends, as we know, for the most who were affected by the fatal earthquake, terror will haunt them for the rest of their lives. Some would never recover from the shock, and some still quite unable to figure out what curse has befallen them. They will never be able to accept the reality that their loved ones were so instantly taken from them. They all need not only our support in our sincere prayers, they need our goodwill, love, and the blessings to resume their lives back on earth. Shattered and shaken, battered and bruised as they were in the long run, may they find courage and faith to walk ahead from their painful fates. May the time heal their wounded hearts, and may their tear-stained faces be cleared. As for those who perished with no time given to bid their farewells, may they never confront again the terror and torment they suffered in death during the long cycle of birth throughout the journey of samsara. May they attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana, that is, according to our Buddhist religion, the ultimate end of all suffering in a lifetime. Dear friends, when we give it a thought, had there not been a silent message that monstrous earthquake left us to think about? Why couldn't we see the uncertainty of life and accept the bitter truth that everything comes to an end one day, that the death can strike anybody, anytime and anywhere? During the short lifetimes we spared, is it worthy to be selfish, cruel, or discriminative? Had it not been the teachings of all our sacred religious leaders to help each other and to live in peace and harmony? Now that the damage is done, countries converted into graveyard, lifestyle turned upside down, thousands left orphans and homeless. Dear friends, let's do our best to solve those poor innocent people to continue with their lives. May all be blessed for the honest effort and brave endeavors to support the victims to stand back on their own feet. Before I conclude, I have a single wish to make. May none of us be unfortunate enough to see such disaster strike once again. May no more tears be shed, no precious life be lost. Let the life go on with loving care, kindness, and fraternity toward everyone. Dukkha patta cha nidukkha, bhaya patta cha nibhaya, soka patta cha nisoka, hontu sabbe vipaninu. May suffering ones be suffering free, and the fear-struck fearless be. May the grieving shed all grief, and may all beings find relief. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Venerable Kote, for your kind words and literatures in the Buddhist script. Now, I would like to invite the next speaker is Satya Ramanujadasa. He is going to speak about Hinduism. He is from Jet, Australia. There is an organization called Jet World. His Holiness Chinnaji Swamiji is the founder of the Jet World, and he was in US. And when he knew that earthquake rocked Nepal, he immediately came back. Can I now invite Satya, please?
Good afternoon, everyone. I firstly acknowledge the traditional owners of this land. I also acknowledge the presence of all the dignitaries. My name is Satya Ramanujadasa from Jet Australia Foundation. We promote unity among all religions. We promote worship your own, respect all. I'll be very quick. I will chant remembering the victims of Nepal earthquake relief. Om Asman Gurubhyo Namaha Apadam Pahattaram Dataram Sarva Sampadam Loka Biramam Sri Ramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham. May let us never see such tragedy once again. I pray to God I pray to God on behalf of everyone. I chant hymns in Sanskrit to protect this world, to relieve the pain of this Mother Earth. Om Asman Gurubhyo Namaha Saudarshanujjihana Dishi Vidishi Tiraskritya Savitramarchihi Bhakya Bhaksyandakarakshata Jagadagadankara Bhumna Swadhamna Dho Karjo Dhura Garja Dvibudharibuvadu Kanta Vaikalya Kalya Jwala Jwajalyamana Vitarad Bhavadam Vipsaya Vipsitani Yasmin Vinyasya Bharam Vijay Nijagatam Jangamasta Varanam Lakshmi Narayanakyam Mitanamana Bhavatchachudaran Viharan Arogyam Budhimayuhu Kurtamiha Bhavana Yajjadasta Vadambaha Tattas Satya Samastam Dishadisa Purusho Divya Hechakshavarti Jale Rakshadu Varaha Stale Rakshadu Vamanaha Atavyam Narasimhascha Sarvataha Padu Keshavaha. Om Asman Gurubhyo Namaha. Thank you so much for giving the opportunity to be part of these unique prayers of all faith leaders. From Jet Australia Foundation, in the last 2 weeks, we have collected about $25,000 from the community, which we'll be sending to Nepal tomorrow, on Monday. And we are also organizing charity dinner in support of Nepalese earthquake victims. Thank you so much once again, Parshurji, for the opportunity. I would like to request everybody to chant a name of the Lord. I chant, and you can all repeat with me. Jai Shriman Narayan. Jai Shriman Narayan. Jai Shriman Narayan.
Thank you, Satya Dasa, for your kind words and prayer. Now, I would like to invite Gurdeep Singh Matharu, General Secretary for Singh Sabha Sikh Temple in Craigieburn, for your few words. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. On behalf of Sikh community, we pay our deepest homage to all the victims of this natural disaster in Nepal. We feel the pain and sorrows of all the Nepalese people and pray to Almighty Lord to keep the hand of mercy on this planet, Mother Earth. I'm proud to tell that in Nepal at the moment, Australian Sikh Support and Sikh Aid is working day and night to provide food, shelter, clothing and all the necessities of life to settle down the grief-stricken survivors. Also, our Gurdwara Sahib Sikh Temple in Craigieburn continuously collecting the monetary donation to send over to the Nepal through Australian Sikh Support. With all this, we feel sorry and our sincere thoughts are with Nepal and its citizens. Thank you.
Thank you, Gurudeep Singh. Ladies and gentlemen, let's appreciate one more time all our faith leaders by giving a big accolade. Thank you all. Now we're going to have the message, the prayers of hope from our leaders in the community. Before that, I would like to invite now there is a small change in program. After Khara is going to speak, then Councillor Helen is going to speak. Second, Asi is the councillor of this place on behalf of Mayor Adam. So can I invite now Khara to comment a few words?
Thank you, Vasudai. सर्वप्रथम म सबैजनालाई नमस्कार गर्न चाहन्छु and by the way, good afternoon to everyone. So I acknowledge the traditional honor of the land on which we are meeting today. I pay my respect to their elders, past and present. On behalf of the Bhutanese community in Australia, I'd like to acknowledge and thanks for supporting and contributing your valuable time to join us in MULTIFAITH Vigil in Broadmeadows today. I'd like to acknowledge Honorable Frank McGuire, Parliamentary Secretary for the Medical Research in Victoria, and I'd like to acknowledge Honorable Andrew Chips, Assistant Commissioner from Victorian Police. Similarly, I'd like to extend my to Helen and Chandra, the councillor from Hume City Council, and similarly, I'd like to extend my acknowledge to Raju Adhikari, representing the Nepalese community in Victoria, and I like to extend and acknowledge my multi-faith leaders, seniors, juniors, and my community leaders, Parshu Sharma Luintel, and all the multi-faith leaders. The show of solidarity today is organized by the member of the Bhutanese community in Australia. Bhutanese community members have their ancestral origin from Nepal. We are Nepali origin Bhutanese citizen. After we evicted from Bhutan in 1990s, Nepal has provided us shelter to live in for 20 years in the refugee camp. We started to resettle in Australia since 2008 through an humanitarian program. Now we have a small community living in Hume, Moreland, and Melbourne City Council. Many of us have born in Nepal, have a family and friends in Nepal, grew in Nepal, study and graduated from a different university of Nepal, and we have established marriage relationship in Nepal, and we practice the same culture and religion with Nepal, and we have a very good connections with a strong bond in many ways with Nepal and the people of Nepal. The community was saddened and shocked by the devastating earthquake of 7.8 magnitudes on Saturday 25th of April, and the second strike hit on 7.4 magnitude on the 12th of May, and Nepal has suffered from an unexpected massive earthquake disasters. I can't imagine the loss of lives and the property from the earthquake devastations, and people have lost their belongings, property, assets, which they have earned working hard in their lifetime. In this difficult situation, Bhutanese community in Australia initiated the fundraising program from the Bhutanese community members. Bhutanese community in Australia had proudly joined with an Australian Red Cross, Oxfam Australia, in fundraising activity to support the earthquake victims in Nepal. We want to recognize and extend a big thanks to the Australian government for the support they have shown since the devastations. Who God may provide with the strength to cope during these difficult situations